G'day ladies and gentlemen, TJ here from TJ Makes Drinks. Cheers for coming back to my place for another round. Anyway, today we're going to be doing a little bit of a twist on a classic. We're going to be making the Long Island iced tea shot. Right? So this bad boy is one of my favorites. So we're just going to get straight into it. You start off with a half a nip. Now, in saying that, this is going to be enough to make 3 shots. So if you want to make more shots, if you want to make less shots, you've got to do the math yourself, right? I'm not here to be a friggin' calculator. You've got an iPhone, right? So anyway, I'm going to start off with a half a nip, the old Russian water, the vodka. This stuff's fantastic. I love me some vodka. Thank the Russians. Bless the Russians. Without them, I wouldn't have happiness. Then we're going to come behind that with some white rum, bit of the old Jamaican stuff. Actually, this one's Cuban, I should say, Bacardi. Lovely Cuban stuff. Where's the Cubans? Without Cubans, we wouldn't have cigars? I don't know. I've never been to Cuba. I've got a mate who's been to Cuba. He says he had a great time there. But he would say that because he was probably drunk the whole time. Anyway. And that was him in the background right there that you just heard. Anyway, you'll get to see him on video very soon. So we're going to go a half nip of the old gin. Classic English botanical. And bless the English, you know. Because without the English we wouldn't have Patrick Stewart. And that man's a gem. That man is absolutely a gem. Then we're going to come behind that with a half nip of silver tequila. Yeah, I love me some silver tequila. But it's very important that you actually have to use the clear stuff on this, right? Same with the rum, you've got to use the white rum, you've got to use silver tequila. Super important. Oh, that smells fantastic. And do yourself a favor, spend some money on your tequila, right? Buy a decent tequila. We're using the Espolón here, and they're not bankrolling this, by the way. They're not sponsoring this video. If they want to sponsor some videos, send me some booze. You know, that'd be fantastic. Would not say no. But do yourself a favor, you know, avoid cheap, nasty tequilas. Tequila is one of those drinks that you absolutely have to use good quality ingredients for. You can get away in cocktails with, you know, cheaper brands or some of the other stuff. But tequila you can't. You really need it. Finish this up with the booze. We're going to use a bit of triple sec. You know, again, they're not sponsoring it, but we're using Tequila, which is a lovely Dutch brand. I'm half Dutch. My mother was a immigrant, came to this country when she was 6 months old from the Netherlands. And you know, it's true what they say about the immigrants stealing the jobs. You know, when I was growing up, Mum had about 13 or 14 of them in cages in the basement. You know, just stealing everyone's jobs, putting them in cages in the basement, hiding them away from the world. Now after this, you need a bit of homemade, well, it doesn't have to be homemade, but a bit of sweet and sour mix. Now this is one I made at home. It's super simple, super easy to make, you know. Just make some simple syrup, which is 2 parts sugar, 1 part water. Boil that, dissolve all the sugar into it. And then to that, you go 2 parts simple syrup, 1 part lime juice, 1 part lemon juice, and you got fantastic sweet and sour mix. Alright, so now that we got all this in the shaker, I'm going to add a little bit of ice. I'm going to give it a shake. Now I'm told every cocktail bartender needs to have their own shake. I haven't come up with mine yet. So if you've got ideas for mine, hit us up in the comments. Let me know. Take a video, put them in the comments. Show us. Give me an idea for my specific signature cocktail shake. Now we're going to strain this bad boy back into the glass because we don't want the ice in it when we pour it. Now you can use a Hawthorne strainer if you got one. I don't. Well, actually I do, I just don't know where I put it. But, you know, we're just using a regular kitchen strainer for this. Super simple stuff. Throw the ice back into there. Listen to it bounce. And we're now going to pour this into our 3 shot glasses. Now this isn't everything. This isn't everything. We've got to stick around for the big finish. So the story behind Long Island iced tea actually is that during the Prohibition days they needed something that, you know, in case there was a raid, they could turn around to the cops and say, oh no, he's just having an iced tea. You know, so they wanted to make it look like the colouring and the consistency of an iced tea. Trying to trick the cops. Back in the old Prohibition days. Now, at the end of this, the last part that you need, the last part is you need to pour some cola on the top. So we're going to get our mixing spoon. Now I'm going to attempt to layer this. But here's something you need to know about me. I'm terrible at layering. I can't do it for the life of me. We're going to give this a shot. And it's not going to be good. Not going to be good. In fact, we're going to pour some of this into the glass to make it a little bit easier. So we're going to layer this bad boy just gently. And it's not going to work 100%. Because like I said, I am terrible at layering. Now this is a super strong shot, by the way. So just like the cocktail it's named after, this is going to mess you up. So maybe beginning of the night have these, not the end. Just putting it out there, you know, just a word to the wise. Little bit of advice. Anyway, there we have it. The Long Island iced tea shot. There we go. So here we got the Long Island iced tea shot. Now, point of note here, probably should be said, is that we filmed us having one of these before and we lost the footage. So this is our second one of these now, in amongst all the other drinks that we've been recording from today. So that might not exactly be a bad thing content-wise. Anyway, you've now got an excuse, Jess, if it comes back up. Anyway, by the way, this is Jess. This is Jess Brady. This is Nikolai Grillmeyer. So, we're going to have a shot of these. Here's cheers. May the gods keep the wolves in the hills and the women in our beds. Oh! Ooh! That's got some bite to it. Let me tell you that.
Something TJ prepared earlier.
Yeah, nothing wrong with having a chaser. Nothing wrong with having a chaser. Although I don't understand why you're having a chaser that has so much booze in it.
It's delicious, isn't it?
I'll take
This is my new favourite drink, for sure. A Barbie something?
Barbie's Escape.
Escape.
Yes, and you'll see that video on my channel a bit later as well. Nikolai, what do you think of this one?
I thought it was delicious. I particularly liked the size.
Me too.
Because I don't mind drinking Long Island iced teas normally, but it's too much.
Yeah, that's a fair call. Well, these are 60ml shot glasses. I picked them up $7 for a pack of 6 at like Dan Murphy's. You know, so they're easily and readily available. Again, Dan Murphy's aren't sponsoring, but Uncle Dan, if you'd like to, you know, I've got a cocktail cabinet that could really use a bit more filling. Just putting it out there, man. Just putting it out there. Get at me. You know, give me a call.
The only thing that I could actually say was it didn't taste layered enough.
What?
Yeah, well, I'm not very good at layering, and I think you know that.
I thought it
It's
tasted
delicious,
really
isn't it?
yummy. I don't actually like Long Island iced teas, but this is a really good one. And especially considering I know you didn't put too much Coke in to mask all the alcohol, it is really yummy. Because
Well, thank you.
You must use high quality alcohol.
I think the secret is using
Layering,
the
I
homemade
would say.
sweet and sour. Yes, layering. Layering is the secret, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, Jess, do you have an Instagram account or anything you want to push right now?
Not right now, no.
No. What's your Instagram? What's your Instagram?
Jessica Rose White or Jessica Rose .White.
All right, we'll put the link in the description there. So give her a follow on Instagram. She's a lovely girl. She's really fun. Takes some great photos. And of course, Nikolai, who I know doesn't actually have an Instagram or anything like that. However, he is the drummer in a really fantastic rock band called Rule 34. So definitely check them out. You know, give their EP Kings of the North a listen to on Spotify, or do us a favour and buy it on iTunes or Google Play.
King of the North, right?
Absolutely. Ever since John bent the knee.
Yeah,
Ever since John
bitch.
bent the knee. I don't know, is that a spoiler at this point?
No.
No, season 7 was the beginning of the year. Come film me. Now, don't you complain to me. Don't you complain to me about spoilers. John bent the knee.
You
He's
love
a
the
little
show Cash
bitch.
Up.
He wanted to screw his arm. Anyway, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming to my place for another drink with me. And I'm TJ. TJ makes drinks. Give it a like, give it a comment, give it a subscribe, all that sort of stuff. It really helps us out. And here's cheers.